Shakespeare's first task in developing the story is to characterize Macbeth as a very good person. Without coming out and saying, hey, he's a good guy, he must creatively reveal this to his audience. He uses indirect characterization to do so. This is the process in which an author reveals the personality traits of a character through the character's speech, actions, or appearance. Shakespeare uses Macbeth's actions to reveal his personality. Shakespeare creates a conversation between the military captain and King Duncan to help characterize Macbeth as someone who is brave, honorable, and loyal. In the story, the captain is brought in to meet with King Duncan. He has the job of recounting the events of the War to the King. In doing so, he speaks of Macbeth as being incredibly brave. He states, "For brave Macbeth, well, he deserves that name, disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smoked with bloody execution, like valor's minion carved out his passage till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands, not bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chops, and fixed his head upon our battlements." In this account, he describes Macbeth seeing Macdonald across the battlefield and then carving his way through the crowd by fighting and killing various men so that he can get to Macdonald. Then, when he does, he cuts him open from the belly to the throat and then cuts off his head. This is an important passage because it works to show us that Macbeth is a very brave man that was willing to risk his life for the glory of Scotland. In addition, it also shows his brutality. Given the correct circumstances, he has no problem killing someone. This helps to further demonstrate the turmoil Macbeth feels later in the play when he's reluctant to kill the king and spends a great deal of time contemplating the murder. He isn't hesitant because he doesn't want to kill anybody. Rather, he's hesitant because the circumstance in which the murder would occur is unethical. Next, the characters reveal that Macbeth respects the king's authority when they describe the way Macbeth responds to the treason of the Thane of Cawdor. The Thane of Cawdor began a dismal conflict. To the Bellona's bridegroom, Macbeth, lapped in proof, confronted him with self-comparisons. Point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit, and to conclude, the victory fell on us. So, Macbeth meets up with the Thane of Cawdor on the battlefield and engages him in a fight. However, he does not kill the Thane. He understands that this is not his place. Instead, he captures the Thane of Cawdor and allows King Duncan to determine the fate of the Thane. This illustrates Macbeth's loyalty and respect for the king because Macbeth understands it's not his place to determine the Thane's fate.